Matt Hancock, a politician with more baggage than Kim Kardashian on holiday, is supporting new legislation to tackle so-called misinformation. However, given recent history, what is classified as misinformation should, in my view, be taken with a pinch of sodium that could fill a salt mine. Wasn't it misinformation that the COVID-19 vaccine was never tested for transmission? In other words, that it would stop people passing it on, which, don't forget, was the main selling point. Plot spoiler, it didn't stop transmission. Was it misinformation that decades of research was inconclusive about the efficacy of masks in stopping a respiratory virus? Was it misinformation to say the printing of billions of pounds would spike inflation, which thick as pig shit economists with letters after their names told me on my old radio show 3 years ago was cost neutral? Was it misinformation to say lockdowns were an experiment, the brainchild of the Chinese Communist Party, deeply illiberal, deeply un-Western, and would see not just economic damage lasting decades, but an explosion in domestic abuse, child abuse, a tsunami of mental health issues, and more obesity as a result of being sat at home, eating crap and staring at Netflix for comfort? Was it misinformation that no data supported school closures or masking kids as young as 11 all day long in the classroom? WhatsApp messages from Matt Hancock and Boris Johnson confirm masking in school was simply the result of a willy-waving competition with that pint-sized dictator up north, Nicola Sturgeon. Was it misinformation to say the school closures would devastate the life chances of a generation of young people and further expand inequality? Was it misinformation to say that if you have this vaccine, you won't get COVID? The words of Joe Biden, in a rare example of him being able to finish a sentence. Was it misinformation to talk about vaccine side effects and sad deaths, which, although perhaps rare, have come to pass? So do you see the problem with cracking down on so-called misinformation? Matt Hancock is very brave putting his head above the parapet like this. The brass neck on this numpty is quite something to behold. What is misinformation and who decides? Whether it's the lab leak theory, masking, vaccines or lockdown, recently the formula has become, in my opinion, pretty simple. Misinformation plus 6 months equals the truth.